What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today we are back with more big news and time for some translations, although granted this is mostly also on the global side, so I'm more here just to cover it though, because there are a couple little itty bitty things that are a little bit different in JP, just a couple of things, just a little bit. Overall, I would say 98% of everything is still the same. So anyway, let's get into all the information real quick and just kind of go over a few things that some people seem to be confused on. I've been getting a lot of tweets asking me certain questions about this, and this, missions, all that kind of fun stuff, how to get all these stones. And I did cover some of that in my video yesterday where I covered about all the free stones that we were getting based on the missions that were leaked in data mined and everything like that. So I do want to go over some of those again. I'm going to have timestamps down below telling you exactly where each part is. So first we're going to go over the news part, then we're going to go over the raid, actually. Yes, there is a raid now in Dokkan. About time, Akatsuki. And then we're going to go over the missions, and at least the ones that I think are important, the ones to go over. Then we're going to go over the Extreme Z Jiren event, battle, whatever you want to call it. And then we're going to finally finish it up with the events that are back, and then / mention the summons real quick, because that does come out tomorrow at the time of this recording. By the time most of you are watching this, sometime on Friday the 14th, technically the 13th for a lot of people in the rest of the world, because remember, based off Japan time, the banner for the LR, Frieza, and Goku will be live, okay? So sometime, again, in the next 24 hours, we will see that banner live, okay? So without further ado, let's get into all the information and the juicy details, okay? Some of the stuff, real quickly, again, it's been covered a ton of times already or simply reprinted, so I'm just going to skip over it if I do. Don't be like, whoa, he skipped that. It's like, it's already been covered. We've gone through it. I'll leave links, and at the end of the video, you'll see certain things that I think are important for you to catch up on if you've missed something or that have more detail in there that I just don't have time to cover in this video right now, okay? So without further ado, let's go on. We get the part 2 celebration of the 250 million download, and yeah, I'm loving the giant, Super Dragon Ball dragon there. He's pretty badass. He pretty is. So anyway, so when you log in for the very first time, you'll see a new movie. I'm not gonna lie, when this little animation of them flying up on the the home screen before you tap in to enter the game, it just looks a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. It's my personal opinion. I think the Frieza Goku staring each other down looked a little better. So I mean, I will always indicate to bring back the Vegito blue, but I can't deny that Goku and Frieza did look pretty cool. This, I don't know. There's something about when they come in, just like, whoa, like scratching the eyes there and everything like that. But anyway, moving on from that. First off, we have the first official worldwide raid on global. Or on both versions of the game. It's not in person type of raid, but it is a raid in a sense. So I'll get into more details about that in just a second, okay? And then we have, and that is connected actually with the Jiren EZA battle. I know some people were asking me, why am I calling it the EZA? Why not EZB? EZA has just been used up until we had the Dragon Ball Super Broly one. So your tongue just slips all the time. So I'm just going to call it EZA still, no matter what. If there are no medals to it, I clearly say that, and it's like, okay, guys, there are no medals to this. No one's Dokkan Awakening. You're only getting, orbs from this, stones from it, whatever it might be. So, that's just what it is, okay? So this is connected with it. We're getting some missions, some daily login, or not only daily login, but daily missions as well to farm up 10 stones a day for 7 days of the week, so 70 stones in total. I'm going to get into those missions a little bit. And then we do have the new free-to-play Trunks, Goten, and Marin. And then we have the missions here that are part 2. We've had a lot of celebrations lately where it's part 1 missions, do A, B, C, D, E, F, and then at the end, you finished all part 1 missions, and then we have part 2 missions halfway through the month, okay? So we're going to stop there, and now we're going to go into more details on some of that stuff, and then we'll go into the rest of it, okay? So if we go over here, we officially have the very first raid, and all I can say is about time. One game that a lot of people might not know about, or not, maybe some people do play, let me know if you do, is I play a little mobile game called BlazBlue RR, and it's nothing special essentially, but I personally just find it fun. I like to log in sometimes, do a few battles on there and everything like that, do some of they have this daily battle thing where you can take 3 characters and you simply go up the levels of the tower. It's called like the Infinity Tower, essentially. But one thing that you do have in that game is they have a lot of like community style events where, you know, like you pick a side or something like that. It's like, okay, you've got 3 characters, and if you use these 3 characters on either side, or you have to pick one side, and then if you use those in battles or in game or whatever like that, whatever side of the team you're on after like 3 or 4 days, and that everyone in the game that picked those characters or that side get a certain prize essentially, and then the other team still get some prizes, but they're like kind of lower level, I guess, or something like that. And then they've also done things like raids and everything. And so it's like, why aren't they doing this? And I personally hope that going forward they can do this for both Global and JP, hopefully. Not together, because again, the game is split in terms of timing when things starting to come out. Because the moment this is all over, JP, we're going to get that new Boo supposedly that was leaked with the transformation mechanic, just like Goku and the Frieza. And Global, you're most likely going to be getting the Jiren Dokkan Awaken along with the SSBE Vegeta. That's just the guess. We don't know yet. But again, so hopefully they start to do it at least though within each version of the game, where maybe on JP, whenever that physical kid Boo EZA, which is supposed to come in October, hopefully they continue to do something like that for us, where then maybe on Global, you know, whatever your next EZA thing is, they also do that with whatever story events or something like that. I just hope this isn't the one and only time they do it. I hope they continue to do something like this, whether it's between both versions of the game or it is separate depending on what's going on. So what exactly do we have to do, and how long do we have to do it? Because it is a little confusing based on the date sometimes, depending on where you look, okay? So this event is only going for the next week, essentially. So next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Japan time, if we have not completed all of these, then we will not get these Super Dragon Balls, okay? This is also how, if you remember seeing all the leaks and everything like that, there are supposed to be a Shenron-like thing where we can collect the Super Dragon Balls, and then whatever those wishes are, still have no idea to this moment, we'll be able to make some kind of wish or something like that. So this is, of course, between both Global and GP working together. Part 1, we faced off against each other, head-on battle, JP Global versus stuff, and now we are working together. We are coming together, folks. What's that whole like sign thing from Naruto or whatever like that? But anyway, so basically there are a few different things we can do. First off is the Jiren EZA, okay? So that is going into, where is that EZA? Here it is. So Jiren's EZA, essentially, okay? So Jiren's EZA is pretty simple. You simply go through stages of him, and you beat him, and then you get orbs for the first, like, 30 stages or something like that, I believe. It is the first 30 stages. And then up to 50, up to 50 you get orbs. Sorry, okay, yeah, you get up to 50. Okay, so 1 through 30 is essentially him changing. He goes from Tech to STR to Super STR, and then after that he goes into physical, it looks like. Levels 1 through 50 again are orbs. Levels 51 through 100 are the sleeping Kais. So that's actually pretty nice. I mean, yeah, they're only 30%, but hey, you know, that's a lot of sleeping Kais right there. He's not that hard, actually. I'm on stage like 40 right now, and he really isn't that bad. And then levels 101 and up, you get training items for some reason. Not even good training items. I don't know. Just that part in particular is weird. There are 2 missions where if you do get up to stage 50, then you'll get 2 stones. And if you get up to stage 100, you do get 3 stones. Okay, cool, I guess, whatever. But, you know, hey, I'm more interested in the orbs and the sleeping Kais. But how does this tie into the raid? Okay, so basically the raid works is that you need to go in here, and there's 4 things that we need to do, okay? And they kind of tie in together. Get Jiren's boss HP down to 75%, 50%, 25%, and 0, essentially, okay? Now, as it states right here, is that he starts out with 30 million HP. Now, that does not mean that in the first time you jump into the EZA battle, he's going to have this much health, and if you die, you got to keep going back in and try to dwindle him down, and that's how everyone works, okay? The way it works, essentially, is that we are whittling down this particular health bar in this news part of the game, okay? So the news, picture that there is some health bar above this little snippet in the news, essentially in the game, and every time we go into this EZA battle right here and we beat a new stage, so again going into stage 1 at the beginning, you defeat Jiren, whatever amount of HP that stage 1 Jiren had, you have now officially knocked that much from this pool of HP, okay? Now, what you cannot do though is you cannot go back to stage 1 and just keep doing that over and over and over again, because it's really simple. every single new stage on this event that you beat will contribute to that overall pool of 30 million HP on Jiren and knock it down. And then again, this is every single player on Global and JP working together, okay? So essentially what you do, the higher and higher you climb through this EZA, the more health the guy gets, but of course that is more health that you are knocking away from this pool of health, okay? Now again, we only have 7 days to do this, so I think we'll be able to do it pretty easily. A lot of people I know, and a lot of people I've just been seeing in the comments, are up at stage 50 plus already. It's pretty easy to get through. The way that you can take down this Jiren event, basically, like the best way, essentially, is to have representatives of Xenoverse, of Universe 7 is the category that hurts him, okay? I believe it says that, let's see, no support items, yada yada. Okay, right here, yeah. Basically, right there at this top. Oh, here it is. All right. Category, participants of Universe 7. Now, one thing that a lot of people are doing are simply just taking a Universe Survival category, so the Jiren lead, essentially, and bringing everyone in that category from Universe 7. So UI Goku, SSBE Vegeta, 17, 18, all those characters, they fit in this category, right? They are from Universe 7, but they also fit in the Jiren's category, so you can bring them along, they get a huge boost, and even if you're only on Global, you're still getting 120% right there. It's working out pretty well right there. So that's all you need to do in order to take him on. That's the best way. Now, I don't know up to what stage a free-to-play team could take him on because, again, he goes from tech to STR to physical. So probably I'm going to say around stage 50, probably easily a free-to-play team could potentially do it. I'll have to test it out, try a few things. But overall, I think generally most people can get to around stage 50 or so. And with everything combined, I think we'll be okay. So that's what you have to do in terms of the EZA on Jiren's event. Now, if you're going and farming up the Goten and Trunks and Marin free-to-play card, again, they're just like the Piccolo, the STR Gohan, the Goku Jr., and the Tech Bulma. No EZA on them, though. You essentially go into the event. There's only one stage, and it's kind of weird, honestly. I'm going to do a video on exactly how to get through this. But essentially, there's two things that you can do through this stage. A, from the total amount of Trunkses and Gotens and Marins that you get from the event, that you farm, then we need 850 million, essentially. Again, this is combined, though, so the drop rate seems to be pretty decent from what I've been seeing. I got plenty of extra of them already. So overall, as long as a total, again, that we get there, we're going to get 5 stones and 3 Kais. Again, you're also getting 5 stones per time up here and 10 at the end right there. You get like 40 stones from this little raid right here. And then this is rainbowing them. So this is a total, like if you wanted to, you could go back in and rainbow another one if you particularly wanted to. But essentially, as long as everyone in their community does a rainbow at least one, we should be able to knock this out no problem, okay? And then also there is one for getting the 7th Dragon Ball right here. Notice it's highlighted out, or it's not highlighted yet. Beating story quests in just any event, as long as you clear it. Then if we can clear a, what is it? What's the number for? Oh, it says 0 times right here, but it's Itioku. It's like 1 billion or something like that. I'll correct myself in the little text if I said that wrong. But essentially, as long as we clear these, it's it's in the bag. We're gonna get 5 more stones and 30 spots in our box. Now, the nice thing about this one particularly is that you don't have to do this separately. This right here is considered a story event. So as long as you are going into this and doing this, you are literally killing, 1, 2, 3 birds with 1 stone, essentially. So, and again, we've got 7 days, 3-minute act, recovering, everything like that. So that is pretty nice right there. But yeah, I think we'll be able to do it. I think we honestly can. We're working together, guys. We're coming together as a community now. So I personally like this. And like I said before, I hope that they do more of this in the future, okay? Moving on to the missions. Again, I covered some of these in the video yesterday if you want to catch up on some of those. But basically, this is part 1 right here. This is the kanji again for part 1. I don't know why this doesn't let me highlight it, but whatever. You just look at part 1, essentially. You've done all these missions already. I covered these in the video already. Part 2 is a lot smaller, but they're again pretty easily. Number 18 right here is clear a stage using the survival category, okay? So it just simply says use the category. It doesn't mean that you have to have the entire team, at least to my knowledge. It usually doesn't. It usually just simply says have 1 person or more from the category on your team. If you're taking on the Jiren event, because that does require you to take some of those characters, then boom, you're good to go, and you'll get 250 friend points, okay? Cool things. Number 19 is Dokkan Awaken a character. You'll get that from the Trunks, Goten, and Marin right there. Number 20 is go through 25 spots on the board of the ability system. Again, you'll get that through the free-to-play units. Excuse me about that. Number 21 is to level up someone's super attack once. Again, you'll get through the free-to-play units. This is get someone up to 100% in the ability system. Again, you'll get this with the free-to-play units. Number 23, use the support item Giru. Okay, now Giru is the frog item that we got from the Piccolo event. You've got to the last stage. You could farm up these. This was also part of the Global versus JP little competition. This was one of the things you could do. If you have one of those items, which I think everyone should because you probably all wanted to get the 1 stone from there, then use it in battle once, doesn't matter where, and you'll get a Ginyu and Goku's body SR. You can't unfortunately use this on the LR Tech one, but you know, it is what it is. I Baba hit him already, but yeah. And then beat the clear stage on the Extreme Z battle for number 24. I believe it's up to stage 25. Yeah, if it should be up to stage 25. It doesn't tell you the details right here, sneakily enough. But you actually go into the mission and you click on it. It'll say like 25 or Ijo, which means higher. So get to stage 25 for number 24. After you completed all of those missions, you will then get 25 Dragon Stones for completing all these missions. So again, the biggest thing to do is just go and do the free-to-play units of these guys right here, and you complete 70 to 80% of them already, and he's got a couple of extra things to do, and boom, you get 25 stones, okay? So that's it right there. Daily stones are back. They're a little bit different from part 1, but they're generally the same thing. 20 or more acts, okay, remember these are daily, so they reset every day at midnight. 20 act or more, train someone up in the in the training room essentially, and do an Extreme Z battle stage 1, 3, and 5 times. Okay, now this one in particular, you can go to stage 1 if you want to, or stage 5 or whatever, and do that 5 times, and boom, you'll get the 6 stones right there. Okay. Again, that doesn't count though towards the pool of health for Jiren, so why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone, continue to increase every single level you possibly can, and at the same time, get your 10 stones a day, okay? Now, as of right now, the launch event has not come back. It could potentially come back in the next week or 2. I'm just taking a wild guess, but as of right now, it's only 10 stones. For 7 days, but that is 70 stones. That's over a multi right there, not to mention the 25 that you got from these missions here and everything like that. You're getting a lot of stones. You really are. So that's pretty cool right there. Jiren's EZA we already went over. And then basically we have a bunch of story events coming back. Like I said, I'm going to cover it, this is pretty easy, and it's just like every other one of these. I might as well just cover it now real quick. But essentially the way this works, you're going to get one of these guys from the very first time you complete the event. Usually, it might not drop the first time for you. Just go through a few times. When the first time your card drops, get it, lock it up, and level it up to 80, okay? So don't worry about the essay just yet. And then try to go for a dupe, okay? Try to get a dupe of him again. Then what's going to happen is you'll take that first dupe and go to the bottom right corner in the ability system and open it up. After that, go to the bottom left, go to the top left, and then go to the top right, okay? Get all of those unlocked, and as you are doing that each time for each of those, you will complete a mission, which then gives you another card, okay? So if you have 1 dupe, essentially, you put it into the ability system, the mission then gives you another dupe. Take that dupe, throw it into the next path, and so on and so forth, okay? Then you've got 1 extra card left over after you've unlocked all 4 paths, and then you can throw that into the essay, and then as you continue to grind for the orbs and you complete the orb pass to get them up to 20%, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, you unlock more dupes of them, and that gets them up to essay 10, just like we've done with everything else, okay? So that's basically how it works when it comes to these guys. Again, no EZA for them coming. I'll test them out in Super Battle Road, though. I'm definitely going to do it, because I already know one of their best partners, basically. So, should be pretty fun. And then get him up to SA 10, 9 key or higher, guarantees him a super attack once you get him up to SA 10. Dokkan awaken them. Now, the medals for these guys do not drop from the stage itself. They drop simply from completing the stage in the event a certain number of times, okay? So it's like 10, 20, and then 30 times or something like that. And it will show only Trunks' medal. But when you do that, it actually gives you all 3 types of the medals, okay? So like the very first time you do it, I think it's like 5 times or something like that, it will give you 3 of each medal. So 3 Trunkses, 3 Gotens, and then 3 Marins, because you need all 3 types to Dokkan awaken them. And then it's like after 15 or 20 times you've beaten that stage in total, then you get 3 more each of those, and then they actually give you more than what you really need. They give you like 9 or something like that, or maybe even 10. So you'll be able to Dokkan awaken them no problem. Everything should be good to go. And again, this goes towards that raid for the entire game. So, and then lastly, but certainly not least, I want to quickly touch on real quick is that all of the tournament survival arc story events are back. These are very cool to have back here. I have to farm up a couple of units from this, especially this one right here. And Global, you have officially gotten the final one where you can go ahead and farm up these 17 and 18s and basically, farm up every single essay when it comes to 17 and 18s, okay? So definitely make sure you do that. Not to mention, don't forget to farm this a bunch of these 17s extras for when physical Super 17 comes out. I know I just call them Super 17. It's not just GT 17. It's Dragon Ball Super Ranger 17. So I gotta get used to saying that, although technically he's canon, GT's not. So anyway, it is what it is. One thing that a lot of people have also been asking me, if you pulled the Angel Golden Frieza or the UI Goku from the Frieza or Goku banners during part 1s, or you're still going for them right now, like I personally am still going for Turles. If you want to Dokkan Awaken this physical Goku right here, not to mention this Goku can actually be used to try to increase the essay of the agility one. Don't forget this. This guy is probably one of your best bets right here. Go ahead and get him up to an SSR state, and then you get a 50% chance. This Goku does Dokkan Awaken using these medals into a physical UI Goku, and then this Frieza here Dokkan Awakens into a Golden Frieza, okay? In order to get the essay of the Int and both Int actually, so the Int Angel Golden Frieza and the Int UI Goku, you need to get 9 of these physical and 9 of these STR guys. Don't get one of them up to SA10 and expect to get them up to that other card up to SA10. Technically, they're the same card, but slightly different names, and because of that, they have to get 9 of these guys separately, get them up to a UR, and then you can feed them all in and get them up to SA10. Lots of us have done it before, so make sure you go ahead and do that if you don't want to waste your Kais, okay? It's a bit of a grind, it is, but thankfully the stage does have, using a certain category and get increased drop rate and go a little bit faster. So that's it right there. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for the video. That's all the information. Like I said, timestamps down below if you missed something. I am trying to talk a little bit slower. That is one thing that a lot of people have been saying, but hopefully this wasn't too slow, but at the same time, not too fast. So let me know down in the comments below what you thought. What are you most excited for? You're going to be summoning for the LR? You're going for the other banners? You're going to save your stones for whatever's coming next? Let me know everything and your opinions down in the comments below. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. Smash that like button. And don't forget to hit the little notification bell because YouTube's just been a little wonky lately. So make sure you hit it if you want to see all these update videos because I got to translate a lot more stuff for you guys. So like I said before, thanks for stopping by. Until next time, everyone, I'll see you all in the next one.